This morning, they are trying to figure out what caused this hotel under construction to just suddenly collapse. And crews are still searching for one person who is missing. Good morning to you. Natalie, good morning to you.
Good morning, Josh. Here at home, things have been picture perfect for your outdoor plans. I think for your Sunday fun day, we are just in as great shape as where we were yesterday. We'll have some sunshine, a few clouds throughout the afternoon, but rain chances, they are going to try to sneak back in pretty soon. I'm going to walk you through that and what you can expect for the week ahead, all coming up.
Better check your cheese before you put out your game day snacks, because we have got a Publix recall you should probably know about. And oh baby, these parents wanting to learn their little one's gender might consider maybe a simple phone call from the doctor after this reveal party goes horribly, terribly, oh so wrong. Oh, go!
Or not an industrial tough balloon.
Oh my God, then he falls off the
It's a really fantastic video to watch.
It is Sunday, October 13th, 2019. You are up on the bright side. Sunday Fun Day. You're starting here with us. I'm Josh Sidorowitz.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Ferrari. If you have any gender reveals planned today, we're going to show you one way. Let's not do that.
Don't do it that way. Yeah. You know what deserves a reveal? This marvelous weather we've got out there.
You know what? Goodbye. I leave. I go outside now.
I'm telling you, you can't beat it.
So stunning, so beautiful that we're just going to go ahead and kick things off with that all across the Sky 10 network. There you go.
Natalie, as always, we want to make the most of the time that you got with us here this morning, so let's get you in the know. And this morning, rescuers, they are searching for one person still missing after this Hard Rock Hotel came crashing down in New Orleans yesterday. Unbelievable video. 2 people were killed. At least 18 others were taken to the hospital there. And multiple floors, they just suddenly caved in at this construction site of the hotel. It sent debris flying, people running.
This remains a very fluid and very dangerous situation, and every few minutes something is falling off of this building.
The 18-story building has been under construction for several months now. Investigators don't know yet what caused the collapse. Right now, this St. Pete man is behind bars accused of trying to kill 2 men by leaving a Molotov cocktail at their front door. Police say Bertram Mann was trying to stop the 2 from leaving when one of the men kicked the flaming bottle out of the way. That is when police say Mann tried attacking him with a hatchet. He is charged with attempted first-degree murder and arson. Agents with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement say they were forced to shoot and kill a man who came at them with a machete. The FDLE Special Ops team was apparently serving a narcotics warrant at a Northport home Friday night when this happened. 57-year-old Fernando Mora was killed. The agents involved are on administrative leave. Police have released this. It's heavily edited body camera video after a Fort Worth, Texas officer shot and killed a black woman inside her own home through a closed window. The white officer is now on administrative leave. Officers were called after a neighbor reported that the front door was left open. They were searching the home when the officer saw the 28-year-old woman through the window. He did not identify himself as police before firing that deadly shot. A Tampa firefighter who fought the city on discrimination is now running to be the next mayor of Safety Harbor. Tanya Vidovic, who is still a Tampa firefighter after winning her case, will run against the incumbent, Joe Ayub, in Safety Harbor's upcoming election next March. She says many of her co-workers do not support her run for office.
They're not going to be happy about it, but I still want to do the right things, and I still want to do things, even if I'm in a position of power, I want to do things that are right for everybody, even people who have treated me poorly in the past, because we're just people. Eventually we will learn and we will grow, and hopefully we'll come together and be able to work together in the future.
Safety Harbor's current mayor has led the city since 2013. You're going to want to check your game day snacks because Publix is voluntarily recalling its name brand Deli White American cheese due to possible, quote, foreign material. Pretty vague. The cheese was sold on pub subs and in the deli section in all stores between October 3rd and the 11th.
Concerning for all the pub subs your girl has.
I know. We know you like the pub subs.
I like all the subs.
So just be wary of the foreign material.
Too late.
All right. Gender reveal parties, for better or worse, I'm going to argue mostly worse, have become extremely popular.
Yeah, but one couple's reveal, that didn't go as planned. What starts off as a good attempt to pop the balloon quickly turns into an epic fail. And if you think the balloon flying away is the worst part, which we're going to get to in a bit,
just wait for it.
Just wait. There you go. This poor guy.
Ready?
Hopefully someone knew the gender from buying the balloon. and stuff in it so they could help them out at least.
He eats it there, trying to climb over that fence.
Poor guy. He's like, no, we will find the gender.
So now this has gone viral.
Oh, man.
Did anyone, what is the gender? Did anyone find out?
I have no idea. I have still to this day have no idea.
The world may never know.
Like, that is industrial grade.
Yeah, that looks like a tough balloon
like,
that you're not going to just...
tire that they decided to stuff the confetti inside. You know, and there's probably some backyard in 3 states over that.
And now it's polluting somewhere.
Yeah, no
it's
kidding.
become trash.
No kidding.
We've come so far in so many ways, but in so many others...
What happened to the good old-fashioned cake? Just putting some
Or just, hey
sprinkles on
everyone,
a cake.
we're having a boy. We're having a girl.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
The Bucks are back on the road again. The NFL certainly has the team traveling a lot this season, and now they're across the pond for today's matchup. This morning, the Bucks are across the pond. Today's game is in London. Long trip, no doubt, for a game where they are actually considered the home team. Brightside's Rob Finnerty takes us beyond the headline with a look at all the miles the team is logging.
Cities, just over 45 hours round trip in the air, and they'll cover about 22,778 miles.
Wow. When you put it that way, I didn't think about that. And to put that into perspective, the circumference of the Earth is 24,901 miles.
That puts it in perspective for sure.
So there you go. Hey, kickoff, by the way, 9:30 this morning. Go Bucks on that. That'll be fun to watch. Yeah. Hey, but before, or I guess after you do that, because it's going to be tonight, you're going to want to make sure to look up because there is something very cool happening in the sky. It is the full hunter's moon, which always follows, you remember last month's harvest moon. And I'm always, where do they come up with these names? Turns out, I did some research this morning, this gets its name from the Native Americans because after the harvest in September, the animals would come out for scraps, which would make it easier to hunt them in the dark under the full moon in October.
I love these tales.
It all makes sense.
It all makes sense as the seasons go on.
Yes, and as always, we love it when you send us your picks. So tonight, if you can go out, hashtag send to 10, snap one of the moon, post it on our Facebook page. You can do that too. Maybe we can air it tomorrow. And Natalie was saying last hour, it looks like the sky should be fairly clear, right?
They will be clearing around that time. So as we get through
Perfect.
the overnight hours, it will get more and more impressive. And even the clouds that we do see towards the evening hours, they're so thin that light is so bright, it just really breaks right through, and it really helps to illuminate the night sky. So
What the Florida?
I have many questions about this next one. One is a more general question. What is wrong with people?
yeah,
Which
that can go on for hours.
Yeah, right. But then the second question is, what would make someone go to the lengths to try to get a wild gator drunk?
No, this isn't real.
This is real, and it happened in Florida, of course. These two guys, they're from Palm City, and police say the guy on the right there tried to get a gator to bite his arm. Why? There's another question. And then poured beer in its mouth after his friend caught the thing. And this is video that was released by the FWC. The guys told investigators they released the gator afterward unharmed.
Oh, no.
I mean, after you poured beer in its mouth. The two now charged with unlawfully taking an alligator.
I feel like there should be several charges involved.
Why were you trying to get it to bite your arm? Like to just provoke it?
Why can't we just leave the Earth's beautiful creatures alone? Leave them alone. Away from us, but leave them alone.
Get a hobby, dudes. Seriously. There's all those signs. Don't touch the alligators. I always thought, why do we need a sign?
Yeah, from the humans, not so much the alligators. Oh, no.
Moving on. You hungry?
Always.
We are always hungry here on Brightside Morning. And this morning we are eyeing Italian, where they're dishing up some food for thought. Next. It is 8:22, time for your health checkup here this morning. All right, parents, you know, a healthy diet is important for your kid's growth and development. And now recommendations say what kids drink matters just as much as what they eat. Experts from the Cleveland Clinic say one thing not recommended for growing kids is swapping out traditional milk for plant-based milk.
So when we've taken that out and replaced it with a milk alternative that could be lower in calories and not as well balanced in the vitamins and minerals, we could be losing a lot of good nutrition that they need for growth and development.
Experts say cow's milk has a great balance of naturally occurring calories, fat, protein, and essential vitamins for growth and development. With milk alternatives, these benefits are added afterward through a fortification process, so it's not clear yet how well our bodies are actually absorbing vitamins and minerals through those fortified milks. By the way, fruit juice was also on the list of things kids should avoid. Just because a drink is 100% fruit juice does not mean it is a healthy option for your child.
So if you think about how many apples would go into a glass of apple juice, it might be 3 or 4. There's no way a child would typically eat 4 apples within a single sitting, and that's because apples come nicely packaged with fiber and other things that help them feel full. So we don't tend to overeat whole fruit.
So experts' advice to parents is that you skip flavored milks, the sodas, the caffeinated beverages, as the added sugars can negatively impact growth and development and can cause blood sugar swings. A survey by Orlando Health finds that fewer than half of Americans are concerned about the effects of bad posture. The average American adult spends more than 3.5 hours either looking down at a phone or sitting at your desk slouched over, and that can lead to back pain. It can also lead to heartburn and even digestive issues. And the new study out of South Korea exposes another side effect of air pollution. For the very first time, researchers have linked common air pollutants to hair loss. The study found pollution affects proteins responsible for hair growth and hair retention. All right, it is Sunday Fun Day here on Brightside, so we are obviously thinking about food. So good news, 10 News resident foodie Candace Aviles is taking you to Noble Crust, just off 4th Street in St. Pete, where they are serving up some serious food for thought.
You want to eat every day.
Can confirm that short rib rigatoni. Come on. All right, 8:25 is your time. Let's go out to Madison Allward live in St. Pete with what she's working on in our next half hour. Hey, Madison.
Good morning. Yes, these competitors behind me are warming up for a big game of fetch, but catch and retrieve is not all that these amazing dogs will be doing today. I'm going to tell you all about this competition coming up with man's best friend.
Japan slammed. A deadly typhoon targets Tokyo. It's one of the worst storms to hit that area in decades. Plus, Simone Biles just breaking a world record this morning, racking up more medals than any gymnast ever. More on that in a moment. And a pink puppy who's deaf and blind is inspiring kids with disabilities. There's your feel-good Sunday story. Oh, look at how cute that puppers is. Come on.
So sweet.
It is Sunday, October 13, 2019. You're up on the bright side. Thanks for starting your Sunday Fun Day here with us. I'm Josh Sidorowicz.
And I'm meteorologist Natalie Ferrari.
This is the kind of weather I like to go out and maybe grab some brunch on a patio somewhere.
I stepped outside and was just like, I have to go inside now? No.
Yes. This
Brunch,
is
though?
fall in Florida.
I'll take it, guys. It's going to be fantastic, though. For your brunch plans as well, as you get ready to head out the door, yeah, it's in the 60s and 70s right now, but by 11 a.m., which Josh has firmly declared as brunch time, that's when it begins.
No earlier.
Not earlier than that. 80 degrees.
First, we do have a 10 News alert we want to get to you right now coming out of Alabama. That is where about an hour ago an Amber Alert was issued for this 3-year-old girl believed to have been kidnapped from a birthday party. Authorities say she might be in extreme danger. Her name is Camille Cupcake McKinney. She disappeared around 8:30 last night in Birmingham, again in Alabama. Other children at the party apparently told police a man and woman in a dark SUV picked up the girl and took her. Police say she's 3 feet tall, she weighs 60 pounds, has brown eyes and black hair. The vehicle they're looking for, described as a dark SUV, possibly a Toyota 4Runner. Of course, anyone with information about where she might be urged to call 911 as soon as possible. This morning here, St. Pete police, they are searching for this guy. Take a close look here. They believe he was involved in a shooting yesterday on the city's south side that left 23-year-old Artez DeAndre Davis dead. Now, investigators say this guy here was driving in a small dark blue or gray car. You'll see it drive by right there. They believe it's possibly a small Toyota. All right, well, he is not even old enough to drink, but Clearwater police say this 19-year-old got behind the wheel drunk and drove the wrong way down the Courtney Campbell Causeway, slamming into another car head-on. Connor Hall admitted he was drinking, according to the police report. Luckily, the other driver was not seriously hurt. New this morning, massive flooding in Japan from a typhoon has killed at least 19 people. 16 people are reported missing. Rescue teams are out by helicopter and boat. They are looking for people who are stranded in their homes. More than 100 people were hurt after the typhoon made landfall yesterday, forecasted as one of the strongest to hit that area in about 6 decades. In Southern California, look at what the firefighters there are up against here this morning. At least 3 people have died in these wildfires still burning there. About 100,000 people ordered to evacuate the area. If you can believe it, they think that the Saddle Ridge fire was started by a trash truck dumping burning trash near dry brush.
We've identified the cause, obviously, but we're still investigating whether or not there will be any type of criminal charges pending.
At last check, fires were only about 19% contained there. We are keeping our eye on politics this morning. The feds are looking into whether President Trump's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, broke any campaign lobbying laws. The president says that Giuliani is, quote, the greatest mayor in the history of New York City, calling all of this a, quote, one-sided witch hunt. 2 of Giuliani's associates, Florida businessmen Lev Parnas and Igor Fruman, were arrested Wednesday on charges of campaign finance violations. Now, Giuliani admitted to trying to oust the former U.S. ambassador to Ukraine, but he denies violating foreign lobbying disclosure laws because he was acting on behalf of the president. Well, just in here, Simone Biles has done it. She just broke the all-time record for most medals won by any gymnast at the World Championships. She is competing in Germany. She won the balance beam competition, took gold. Yesterday, she tied the record, 23 medals in the vault competition, earning again that 23rd medal at the World Gymnastics Championships. She missed out, though, on taking the record outright yesterday because she did finish 5th on the uneven bars. But now, today, safe to say, she has secured her place as the most successful gymnast ever. Congratulations to her. Man and his best friend are teaming up today for a pretty unique competition. The Up Dog Triple Crown Challenge is happening in Woodland Park in St. Pete. That is where we find Brightside reporter Madison Alworth live with more on the doggy and owner duos competing to be the best. Competition starts up in a few hours, right?
Let me tell you, Josh, yes, it does start up in a couple hours, and these dogs are incredible. They've been warming up all morning. I'm here with Gary, who's the tournament director. We've been watching these dogs play catch, and it's amazing, but that's not all they'll be doing. So, Gary, tell us, what are the different games that these dogs will be engaging in during? Get some inspiration for how you want to train your pup at home. Competition starts this morning at 9, but it really starts to heat up at 10 a.m., guys.
Too funny, some acrobatic dogs out there. All right, Madison Alworth live downtown in St. Pete. Thanks, Madison. Hey, also happening today, it is the final day of the 10th annual Oktoberfest Tampa Festival. That's happening in Curtis Hickson Park. There's going to be plenty of beer, German food, and, well, you know, schnitzel, bratwurst, the sausage pretzels. That runs from 11 until 6 o'clock today. Time now is 8:37, CBS Sunday Morning, coming up here in just a few minutes on WTSP. We are so lucky once again to have Jane Pauley joining us live from New York with a preview. Good morning, Jane. So good to see you.
Thank you, and good morning, Josh. She's been on the air for a record 20 years. In-laws. All that and a lot more coming right up. See you soon.
Look at you with your fall foliage back there, Jane. Looking marvelous today.
Thank you. I mean, thank you.
Yes, always. All right, good to see you. We'll see you in a few minutes. Thanks, Jane. All right, those stories and more Sunday morning, as always, starts right here on WTSP, coming up at 9 a.m. But first,
There's fall. Can you believe it?
First fall. Look at Jane and her coordinated blouse
beautiful.
there. Wonderful. All right. You ready for a little dose of cute?
Always. It's like you guys knew I was going to talk about. Get out.
Just kidding. All right. There's a pink puppy that is, it's a deaf and blind puppy, but he's inspiring kids with disabilities. He's so cute.
His name, even better, Piglet. And his story has even been shared in classrooms for students to learn about overcoming adversity. Piglet was rescued by a family who worked through his disabilities. He's also traveled across the U.S. attending fundraisers, dog fashion shows, and other events to raise awareness about dogs who are just like him. His parents even sell merchandise to raise money for special needs and rescue dogs. You can actually follow Piglet yourself on Instagram. Just search Pink Piglet puppy.
You gotta have the merch.
Adding him immediately.
Come
We
on.
are officially friends.
He's very cute dog with a great message.
Look, oh, I am a sucker for like their snouts. Those little photos just like that.
There it
And I
is.
just stare at that all day.
All right, Natalie's gonna need a moment.
So beautiful.
In the meantime, next year on Brightside, there is a cancer fundraising tradition that is helping yet another St. Petersburg family. 8:46, I think it's time to take a look at what's trending right now. You wanna?
Always.
Always. A Louisville family is asking for your help to make their son's birthday special. They just want you to send him a card. Carter Willett, known as Courageous Carter, is battling Ewig's sarcoma. It's a rare cancer. He's been receiving treatment for nearly a year and is about to turn 10, but all he is asking for is for people to send him lots and lots of birthday cards. Listen.
I think he still doesn't truly believe that it's real. You know, like I said, you're gonna get a lot of birthday cards. He goes, really? And I'm like, yeah, you are. Like, he's still like, I don't know. Like,
I had so many people on my Facebook yesterday say, cards in the mail.
Yep.
Like, you guys rock.
Sending it now.
His dad posted it on Facebook asking to send cards. The post has already been shared more than 450 times. I think it's even more now. Carter's birthday is on Thursday, so if you want to send him a card, you can find his address under this story on our 10 News app. Just look for the As Seen on TV section.
I can't wait. I hope they.
I want the follow-up.
I want to see, yeah.
Yes.
How he just he can easily bounce back mentally just from
I'm picturing piles
love and positivity.
and piles of cards. Love them.
Love.
All right. You know how they say when pigs fly?
No.
Well, how about when fish live on land? Time to rethink some things here. Wildlife officials in Georgia are warning people about this invasive fish that can, listen closely, people, breathe air and survive on land.
Remember when I said love all creatures?
Asterisks, with a few exceptions.
Scared now.
They say if you do wind up catching a northern snakehead fish, kill it. Kill it right away, and then freeze it, and then report where you found it. Oh, goodness. A fisherman caught one in Georgia, the first in the state. The fish is native to Eastern Asia, preys on native species. It can grow up to 3 feet long.
Yeah, your girl ain't killing anything, or let alone putting that in her freezer.
Kill it.
Next
Kill
to
it with
strawberries.
force. Yeah, I'm not putting it in my freezer.
It has the word snake in it. The internet is a scary place.
Oh, it just never ends. All right. 8:48 here. 2 days after Christmas, Nicole McLaughlin, she began her chemotherapy treatments. She's 9 years old. She's battling lung cancer after it spread from her bones. And her family, as you can just imagine, has been so devastated by this diagnosis, both emotionally and financially. But a local woman's tradition is hoping to change all of that. 10 News reporter Bobby Lewis is on the road in St. Petersburg, where the kindness of strangers is uplifting a sick girl. 8:53, one final check on your Sunday morning headlines here. An Amber Alert has been issued for this 3-year-old girl believed to have been kidnapped from a birthday party. Authorities say she might be in extreme danger. Camille Cupcake McKinney disappeared last night in Birmingham, Alabama. Other children at the party telling police that a man and woman in a dark SUV picked her up and took her. Anyone with information is urged to call 911. This morning, rescuers are searching for one person still missing after this Hard Rock hotel came crashing down in New Orleans yesterday. 2 people were killed. Multiple floors suddenly caved in at the construction site of the hotel, sending debris flying and people running. This morning, St. Pete police are searching for this guy. Look closely. They believe he was involved in a shooting yesterday on the city's south side that left 23-year-old Artez DeAndre Davis dead. Investigators say the guy they're looking for was driving this small dark blue or gray car, possibly a Toyota. Simone Biles has done it. She just broke the all-time record for most medals won by any gymnast at the World Championships. She won the balance beam competition while competing in Germany. That win earning her 24th medal. Congratulations, Simone. And the Bucks taking on the Panthers today at 9:30, but they are doing so across the pond in London. The last time the team played there was in 2011.
Stand by. Good morning. That's the time to be here, guys.
What do you think it would take to get our dogs to do that?
I was just thinking, like, my boy will barely roll over because he's like, what you
I
doing?
was just going to say,
What you doing
I know.
when I'm out here?
What's in it for me? No kidding. We would go through a whole box of treats just trying to get half a rotation
Yeah,
there.
and he knows what's up. He's going to keep eating the treats and not do the
Look
trick.
at him. All right, that'll be fun to watch. Starts later this morning. Thanks, Madison.
I appreciate
And if you got to
That's
be
talent.
that is talent.
That's talent.
We can't even come halfway there.
No, after 86 cups of coffee, maybe.
Maybe.
Not quite.
It's going to be a great day to be outside.
So
too.
beautiful. You saw how stunning it is out there at the park right now. Once we get towards this afternoon, it's just going to be as beautiful, just a little warmer, and I do think we'll have some partly cloudy skies built in. So it won't be totally crystal clear all day long, but still, it'll be mostly dry. Inland is where I'm keeping that 10% chance for a stray late day shower, but for the most part through Tuesday, we stay mostly dry before those rain chances do start to pick up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And even then, I don't think it's going to be a washout towards the end of the week. It's more just getting back into our pattern of that afternoon occasional.
It is what it is, right? But enjoy your Sunday fun day. Have some brunch.
Good.
Thanks so much for starting here with us. Wake it up on the bright side. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.